But that's what coaching does, is it helps you turn around and find the good in it. Because I work with universal principles. I mean, everybody does, but you don't necessarily consciously know that you are, and you may not be working with them as frequently as you're working against them. Because I understand the universal principles, then I'm constantly striving to work with them. And one of them is the universal principle of polarity. So polarity means polar opposites, right? So if there's bad in something, there must be good in something. It's a universal principle. And so that's what helped this woman, is to understand that bad doesn't come without the other side of the coin, if you will. And a lot of my clients, I'll say, I'd like you to take a loonie or a toonie out of your pocket. Okay, they do, or their purse or whatever, they do. I say, okay, now tell me, what's on that coin? Well, on one side it's people, on the other side it's nature, right? It's either a loon, or, I mean, you could even take a quarter for that matter, anything. You've got nature on one side and you've got humans on the other. So let's say humans are the challenge. Nature isn't a challenge. You never see those trees outside going, oh my God, should I grow? Should I get bigger? Geez, I don't know if I want to push this leaf out or not. Geez, what should I do? Maybe I need to call Mom, ask her what I should do. You know, it doesn't happen like that in nature. But it sure as heck does happen with people. And I was just in Saskatoon, I mentioned, and I was presenting to a group of general contractors and owners, so that could be government or it could be private owners or whatever, trade contractors. So it's all about putting up a building like this, for example, and where that's going. And so this is design build. So you hire a general contractor who gets a whole team together, including the architects and the engineers and blah, blah, blah. So I was talking to them about this very thing, about universal principles. And there are all these men in suits looking at me like, which planet did she just land in? But these universal principles exist for everyone. So instead of getting all strung out like they were talking about with people, with employees, and how you can't find good employees anymore, well, you know what? That's what they were saying back when I was a kid. I remember when I was a kid hearing adults talking about, God, it's hard to find good workers. Well, we don't call them workers anymore now. We call them employees, but it's still the same problem. And what I'm saying is, if there's a bad employee, there has to be a good employee. Equal in opposite. Okay, so if it's only like 49%, then you'll get 51%. Equal in opposite. If it's 0, you'll get 100.